So, does anyone want to tell me why I'm oddly nervous to stream today? I usually don't get nervous to stream anymore, but yeah, the guts are being a little bit funny right now. Maybe it's because the last two races I've done on the two-stroke have actually gone really, really well, and now it's kind of like, oh shit, I'm going to have a bad one at some point. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see how she goes. How's everyone doing though? We good? I think the mic and all that should be working. I recorded a video earlier and I have to change just general OBS settings between recording and streaming. So I'm hoping that I changed it all back correctly and we should be working. We should be good. Yes, Aiden. I will be very, very disappointed if you and Jake don't also try qualifying on it. We can't be scumbagging it. We can't be trying to qualify on the 450. I will say, I have seen the track preview for today. It looks very fast, like a very, very fast track. Whereas Trentino was a little bit more, they look like it slowed you down more. Like you have to be a little bit patient in some places. So I think today will be harder to qualify for than Trentino was last week. But then again, Jake's no longer doing it, pussy. But then again, I thought Supercross on Friday was going to be really, really hard to qualify for on it, and it was actually all right. I'm going to try a different setup today, though. I'm going to try the one that I used for Supercross on Friday. It's one that Rex sent to me. I think it's the one Rex was using at Trentino. So I'm going to try it. Are we going to see another podium today? I don't know. Like, Supercross is fine. I will say, I think that the stars aligned for me on Friday. It was a combination of a really clean first lap, other fast people making mistakes and being stuck quite far behind, and then the track also being really hard to pass on. So it works both ways. So if people couldn't make the passes come through the traffic to then catch up to me, so I was just kind of sitting there doing my thing. Of course, there was a hell of a lot of consistency involved in it as well. I could not tell you last time I'd done a main event without crashing once. Like, that was really, really good. And I'm very, very happy with how I played it. But the stars definitely did align. I don't think that's going to be a common occurrence by any means. Oh my fucking god. Steven's back!
Good luck today.
Steven's back again, everybody. Thank you, Steven. Absolute W of a man. Welcome back again. Hope you're good. Hope this start to a new week has been okay for you. Sign of good things come. Steven is goated. I completely agree. We love Steven around these parts. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah, I recorded a video today, gamers. I know, shocker. It's been like 2 weeks since I uploaded one. This one's really, really exciting. It was... I will do a little disclaimer. In the video, I talk about it being the 13th a lot, because it has to do with what the video is about. However, the video is coming out tomorrow because I've been instructed that way. So it's going to be a bit weird at first. But it'll make sense anyway. It's very exciting stuff. It's very, very exciting stuff. It caters a lot towards the people in the US, but it's still cool nonetheless. I'm not going to give it too much away, but you'll see that video will come out first thing in the morning my time, like 8 AM for me, which I think is around either 2 or 3 AM Eastern. But you guys will see it when you wake up, wherever you're from. So that'll be good. It'll be good. Yes, no, the two-stroke on Friday, I could not have been happy with how that race went. Especially considering by the nature of this bike, I'm always going to get bad starts. But I feel like I played it smart on lap 1, got quite lucky with Kamikaze and Aiden at the end of the sand section, and yeah, just promoted me up to second. And I just kind of rode my race from that point. I've noticed, I've seen people question some of my choices when I'm riding this bike in races, that I'm not putting up much of a fight and I just let people go. But I don't think there's much point in trying to put up a fight when they're clearly on the faster bike and will be coming past me anyway. I think it's better to, like, save face, let them go, and then carry on with my own race. I think I lose less time that way than trying to fight it and risk crashing or getting into people. So that's why I've been doing it, because I let Tyler go by on Friday without much of a fight. I let Davey go by a couple of times, but then he also made his own mistakes, and I'm happy with how when Davey made a mistake, like he made a mistake in the sand, I kind of just like went for the gap that was there instead of just being extra patient and waiting. But it was just like the perfect storm. Like, really perfect storm. I think it was good. It was really, really good. I had good fun. I definitely... I know it's only been 2 races, so it could still be honeymoon period, but I've very much enjoyed the last 2 races that I've done on this thing. It's just a whole new different type of challenge. And it makes me enjoy less impressive positions more than if I was getting them same positions on a 450. And again, I think I'm starting a little bit of a wave here. I see that Troy's made a 2-stroke video the other day. That's a video of beating 450s on a 250. The Pryke brothers, Aiden and Jake, were going to be both riding them today, but now I think it's just Aiden. I think Jake's talked himself out of that one. But yeah, we might be seeing... Even if it's not 2 strokes, it's nice to see people messing around with non-meta bikes a little bit more. Rax was going to race the TM 450 in NA for Supercross Friday night, and I think he said he top qualified on it. I didn't check it myself, but then I think there were server issues, so he didn't actually get to race full stop, which is kind of sucks. But yeah, it would have been... I don't know if he's going to try and do it again on that bike, but that would have been really impressive to see, because he won on the gas last week, or the week before last Friday. Have I tried MTF yet? Yes, I have. And I have a video on it, but I've been told not to upload it until tomorrow, which confuses me, because if the track's already out, I don't know why we're waiting until the day after when the competition and everything for it starts today. But yeah, I've been instructed not to upload until tomorrow. But yes, I played it. Very, very good fun. Kells has done some good work on there, and I think just the whole competition and prizes aspect of it is really, really cool. Reaper just uploaded. Excuse me. Hang on. Let me have a look. To be fair, oh yeah, it's his thing. It does say I partnered with a pro motocross facility. I'll just ask him again. I'll ask him if it's okay. I mean, it's kind of... I think he's the brains behind it, so it would make sense. And you got to respect anyway, because... so in my situation, for example, like Reaper sent me the track before it releasing, so I've been able to make a video ahead of time. So you can't really then go and kind of snake somebody's requests, can you, like that? So, you know, you do not bite the hand that feeds you. Yeah, I'll just ask him again. If he wants me to wait until tomorrow, I will do. The video's ready to go. I can show you. I'm not going to show you the video itself, but I can show you what I'm talking about. Where is it? Your videos. Display capture. So yeah, it's here. It's ready to go. Ready for tomorrow at 8 AM my time. Yeah, it's only been 12 days, Mr. YouTube guy. It's only been 12 days since I last uploaded. God, I'm an L streamer. Yeah, it's whilst I love the whole idea behind it, it doesn't make much sense for someone like me to go for particular prizes. Like, there's no point me sitting here grinding for a week to try and get the top 450 time, because I physically cannot afford the flights and shipping my bike over there for the week anyway. So it's definitely more catered to the US in that aspect. But for like an FMF bike, for example, can't put it on my Varg, but I can put it on my Yami. So maybe the 250 one could be fun to go for. And I'm sure they'd ship the pipe across the world. I don't think they'd, unless they make you pay shipping fees. I've got no idea. But yeah, it's cool. It's really, really cool. I think the track itself is super fast. Some of the lap times you're going to see are going to be absolutely wide open. And yeah, when I was playing on it, I was like, I feel like I recognise this track layout. Where have I seen this before? And then I remembered that B Clay made an MTF as well, like, I think like 2 years ago now, something like that. And I've run a good amount of laps around his version. Just tuck tape it to the Varg. That's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout at all. I'll be honest, the Varg has been annoying me recently, and it's annoyed me over this weekend. It really, really has. And I'm wanting to hear an engine and use a clutch more and more and more every time I ride it. I say it's fun to hop on and go practice on every now and then, but for a racing situation, it's just not. It's not ideal. It's not what I want. I've started using Tilt recently, Geo. I was doing a little bit of soul searching on the game, and Cam said to try his stuff out, so absolutely everything in Cam's recent bike setup, like camera, leaning, everything, basically is what I'm using. It's all copied from his stuff one-to-one. Yeah, well done on your podium the other night as well, by the way. MTF's only 5 hours from you. Yeah, that would be sick. That's what I'm saying. It's an insane reward for somebody. What I do think is good is that it's not just, oh, if you've got the fastest lap time, you get it. There is a random draw as well as the fastest lap times. So you could set a 6-minute lap time, and as long as you've recorded it and submitted it, you can be eligible to win that, which I think is great. Very, very good. Yeah, Reaper's said tomorrow. I could scumbag it. I could upload it at 12:01. That's tomorrow for me. If I lived in Australia right now, I could upload it already. No, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Reaper's been nothing but nice to me over the years. I will respect his wishes. That's a good question, Lunatic. Let me double check to see if... Did I download it earlier? Yes, I did. But what I do by mistake, which I think is what I done at round 1, is I go onto the bike, I go onto the shop page, I go to the track, and then I save one of the like preview pictures to use in my stream thumbnail, and then I forget to download the track after that because I think that I've done it. But no, today I do have it. You know what? Let's just, instead of riding around, let's hit a little Alt F4, and we'll sit here and talk together like good buddies, good chums. And we'll have that ready to go. We'll even go one step further. Where we go in mods, tracks, 2026. Oh, too many track folders. 26 GPs. Right. We're ready to go in here. Ready for someone to post, hopefully, the correct password. Not you, Reed. Not you posting wrong passwords all the time. Yeah, very well. Thank you, Honda. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's anybody from the MX Bikes community moderating the competition like submissions. I'm guessing it would be, but I'm hoping that the lap time that wins doesn't get away with taking any like scumbag lines. You know, maybe like low line in a jump. Like you know how a lot of, I feel like it happens more in the US than EU, but if you've got like a jump face, but the jump face on the sides it's like that, and then you've got the top. I feel like a lot of the people in the US will take off like just slightly off the side of the jump to stay low. I hope that the timing gates don't allow for things like that. Hello, Hazardous. Welcome. Good to have you here. I did have... So I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but usually if I go to any kind of motocross event in the UK now, there'll be at least one person that recognises me. Somebody in my Discord was at the track I went to over the weekend and took a picture of somebody on at number 35 in full FXR gear and thought it was me. And I was like, how do I tell Blood that I do not own a Honda? It's like, because I was there, but that wasn't me. I wish it was me, because I think this guy is in the MX1 class, which is like 2 steps above what I was in. So he definitely would have been quicker. But no, that is not me. I did also have people recording me as I was pulling off the track, which I hate, absolutely hate it. It's like I'm just a fat 30-year-old man riding around in like 20th. I don't need this attention. Just let me ride. Oh, I got that was a little duck, by the way, squeaking away. Oh, Brian W. Let me see if that's the real password or if you're trolling me. Oh, W Brian. We love to see it. Love that. What a man. What a man. Right, we're getting in straight away. What helpful guys. Lovely. One of the exercises we did was doing like 20 laps of figure eight, and every time you dabbed your foot, you had to do 10 push-ups. I think I'd be left in a puddle on the floor. That would not be good. Well, wouldn't be good for me. Right, let's see what we're rocking with here then. Today's going to be a bit of a struggle around here, I think. I don't know if you can still do it. I don't know if people are still scumbagging no shadows. But I do think low quality or non-shadow enjoyers will have a big advantage on the track today, because it looked very, very shadowy on the B Clay's preview lap. Yes, yeah. So if anybody's new to racing on this game and you want to do the races on these tracks, please download the track before the password comes out. You can download it many hours beforehand, and then that way you haven't got to rely on the shop working when the password releases, because the servers get too overflowed. So always try and download it beforehand. It might be your reshade, Brad. I'll be honest, I do have to squint a little bit when I watch the preview laps, because the sky is like pure white, where the contrast is so high. And my old man eyes just can't take it. I did see, it looked like there's a little bump there. I think you can downside. Right, let's be smart. Let's be smart. Let's go for the rum tactic and just not try and absolutely send everything. Let's just smoothly work our way around this and see what we're working with. So the track did look fast in the preview video that I saw. There's also a set of rollers that I think 450s will be able to go double, triple, but I don't know if I'm going to have the oomph to do that. So I think I'm going to be double. Oh, that's going to be a big time loss. Yeah, slapping on top. I think they're going to get all the way over, which is then going to allow them to like really accelerate on the downside of it. Okay, the braking bumps aren't too sketchy just yet. I think at the moment you can get away with going wide and kind of cutting across them. Two-stroke is going to be a little bit wobbly on that sharp uphill. She's not the most planted machine in the world. I do think this is going to be a stand-up on the pegs everywhere track, because a lot of these ruts, especially the insides, are pretty deep, so it can be easy to tag your handlebars. I didn't hit the corner 100% there, but I don't know if the two-stroke's got the oomph to be able to get up and over that double from the inside. Yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, didn't expect that to be turning to the right. Landing a little bit of an off-camber there. Small tabletop. Ooh. It's narrower than I thought it'd be. I mean, this is a new layout for me. I've never seen any footage or anything of this track before. So this is a brand new one for me. But yeah, she's skinny in some places. I feel that's a lot of French tracks though, isn't it? A lot of French tracks do tend to be on the narrower side. Let's just try some alternative lines as well. Don't want to force myself. That outside, hang on, that outside looks very, very strong. I've just seen that. Let's see if the bumps upset the bike enough. That's very quick. That might be the way to go. It takes a lot of like room for error out of it as well, because you just got the massive berm to use. Let's try some outside action down here. That's not too bad. That's pretty quick. Let's just go outside everywhere. See how she works. Oh, front end. Go on, keep her up. Nice. You want to do GP so bad? Can you? No, so if you're working around that time, there's not much you can do, can you? Skirt. The file won't work? What do you mean it won't work? What do you mean by that? I mean, there's some pretty fast outsides around here. I think, I don't know what it is, my decision on line choice, so in the 30 minutes I have to practice, there's usually a couple of lines that feel really good to me that just end up being slower, and people have faster ones, and I don't know how I get it so wrong all the time. So I think I'm just probably going to watch somebody fast in qualifying and try and follow them. So these ruts are really, really difficult to see in these shadowy areas. So again, I'm hoping I'm hoping all of them shadows are still there on the low quality version. Because on round 1 in Switzerland, it was so much easier to see everything on low quality. I do think middle and inside there is going to be quicker. It's going to be just trying to get the muscle memory down to do it consistently without crashing. So I cannot see a thing through it. Might have to cheat. Might have to turn the old flashlight on the reshade. Should we turn it on now? Flashlight. Bosh. Oh my god, that is so bright. Hang on. Can I turn it down a little bit? I don't want it burning my eyes out on the entire track. Here we go. Got the flashlight going. We can see the dark areas a little bit more. Means it makes the bright areas even brighter. It actually makes a big difference, you can see. Oh, beautiful. Oh, lovely, I can see now. Yeah, that's true. So I forget that people probably in Discord calls, so you can probably have like 3 people learning and track all at the same time. Oh god, I do miss engine braking. That's probably the biggest thing I miss about the 450s is the engine braking. I do struggle to get slowed down sometimes. It's weird, I'm noticing the flashlight more on the already bright parts of the track rather than the dark parts. Oh yeah, what did you decide to do here in the end, Brad? Are these just got no collisions? Yeah. If anyone wondering, the start gate is up here, up ahead. But because the track goes back and across the start gate in real life, you got to have like bails here. So I think we're just going to be riding through these on lap 1, just since it's a one and done. And then you take the track normally every other lap. Notice that outside does end quite early, before the bike's fully hooked around and upright again. You're going to have to be careful not to wash the front end on the exit. Oh yeah, we tag in handlebars. Yeah, really, I'm struggling to get stopped for some of these insides. Flashlight's kind of annoying me. Yeah, I would have liked to see Kenny win again. Damn, that's actually quite a big difference. It looks so much darker now. Yeah, I would have liked to see Kenny win again. I'll be honest, that track... I can't understand how a series like Monster Energy Supercross that literally ship their dirt in, they get to choose what dirt they use, can let a track get into that kind of condition. That is actually nuts, what they were racing on. And I don't want to be the man to say it, because I feel like I'm going to upset some people, but how can you be, how can you have as many race wins as Tomac does, look at that Supercross track and go like, yeah, let's run the scoop tire? I just don't think it was ever going to work. Oh my goodness. I feel a big, like, I don't feel like I'm moving at the moment. I feel like I'm going very, very slow. Like, even on the straights. I'm not hooking up, I'm not flowing. The outside was nice. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try and do what I did at Trentino, which is try and find not necessarily the fastest line, but just a line that I can be comfortable that I can hit every single lap. Because again, we do have a reset delay in this series. But it's just trying to qualify is going to be the biggest thing, you know? Have you guys seen the pictures of the track afterwards? See if I can find them. There you go. So this is, what's this? So this is where the mechanics straight would have been. So mechanics would have been here on the left, I think. So that's just arse. I think this is as they... So I think this was the sand corner maybe, and they hook left and they turn back to the right afterwards, but how can they let it get to that? Oh, that is bad. Am I going... Which way am I going? Need to go to the right here. Okay. Yeah, it looked like concrete. It was crazy. Opinion on the reset delay. I'm neither for nor against it, really. It works both directions. It's... my opinion on it is if you get a good start, the reset delay essentially is giving you an even better start, because you go, okay, I've got a good start, I'm just going to ride easy and not crash. Whereas if you get a bad start, you start off further behind, and then you also have to try and push harder to catch up with the people that got a good start, which can lead to more crashes, which put you even further behind again, and then you got to try and dodge other people's bikes and their crashes, which can also make you crash, so it puts you even further behind again. So it's like, I don't think it's a good or a bad, I think it just exaggerates how important a good or bad start currently is anyway. Because I've been affected by it both ways, you know, like, had a really, really bad start at Sardinia when I rage quit, because I was in like 35th and still laying on the ground. And most of the crashes in that Sardinia race that I left was just having nowhere to go and getting stuck in other people's bikes because their bikes are laying on the ground for 4 seconds. So yeah, it just accentuates badness sometimes. Then I've had it the other way where it can work well. So, and like last race at Trentino, whilst I went down in turn 1, my actual first lap after that was really good and clean, and I managed to get around a lot of people on the ground, so and it kind of worked in my favour that way. So there's pros and cons to it both ways, I don't know. I've just got the better setup on the KTM. I see a few people asking why I'm riding the KTM two-stroke and not the Husky two-stroke, and that is purely the only difference. Is out of the suspensions that I've been sent, the one that feels the best to me is the one that I've been sent on the KTM. Okay, I don't mind both the insides that I just took there. Really, really struggling to see where I'm going through it, especially with the camera shaking around. You got camera shake and shadows. It's not easy. Trying to like death stare ahead of me to see what's going on. I imagine once the road comes in as well, it's going to be even harder to see what's going on in them shadows. I do wish that the two strokes received the 450 treatment with the game updates, and they wasn't as wonky as they are. They definitely don't feel anywhere near as planted. So like an inside like this on a 450, you can just get in rail and shoot up this hill no problem. But this is just really, really wobbly on the uphill. So I think we're just going to have to go an extra couple of ruts out from the inside. What I will say at least is, in a lot of these 180s, whilst I think the inside is going to be really, really effective, and I think this is the line most people will take, I think you can go a rut or two over from that and not lose an insane amount of time. I don't think you're going to make any passes around the outside of people unless they make mistakes. But at least if you're taking a different rut to them and they make a mistake, you're not going to get caught up with them. It does seem like the kind of track, with how tight some of these corners are and how deep the ruts are, if somebody crashes you might get caught in that kind of scenario where the bike's stranded across the rut and they can't get going again afterwards. So I think the further you stay away from people around here, the better. So like middle, inside and outside in that corner there all feel pretty damn similar to me. Corner now, I'm going to hit that tough block on the far right hand side before the night is over, at least once. I'm just having a little look around the track, seeing the barrel placements, and I feel like I've done a pretty damn good job of stopping any scumbaggery. Yeah, this bike really does not like this left-hander and this little table afterwards. It's got a football pitch in the middle. I haven't even seen it yet. I haven't noticed. No idea what lap times I'm running. People... this isn't a direct dig at you, Venet, because there's a lot of people to paint with the same brush. Track's been out 16 minutes. Doesn't matter what lap time people are running. This is the time to mess around and learn different things out. Track easier or harder than Trentino? Layout-wise, I think it's a little bit harder, because I still haven't memorised the track yet. I keep going into some of these 180s and thinking I've got a different obstacle after it. That's probably because I'm yapping at the same time. But, like, bump and rut-wise, I think Trentino was a little bit more punishing in the braking bump department. I say that as I completely wad myself. Yeah, some of these lines are very, very deep. I know, it's going to be a very, very fast track today. I wish everything could follow the Trentino format, but then again, I have to realise as well that not all tracks form the same in real life either. They're going to have different roughnesses to them. So it can't everything be survival of the fittest like Trentino was. Just don't know where to go in here. The entrance of the third rut felt nice, but again, by the time we get to the halfway point in the corner and you're in the shadows, I physically cannot see where the rest of the rut is. So I'm just going to have to go with a hope and a prayer that I'm going to make it through. But if I spin enough laps of it, hopefully the muscle memory should guide me through there. I'm tagging a lot of handlebars. So I need to not... try and find that nice balance between leaning over far enough to be fast and not leaning over too far to where I'm tagging bars or pegs or swing arms. I do think this track is going to be a lot harder than Trentino to make a lot of passes on if you get a bad start. Because it's just, the nature of it is, it's a lot skinnier. I think there's less room to kind of move around. So if you've got like a left 180, even if there's 3 or so ruts that are all of similar speed to each other, the line that you take before getting into them ruts is usually the same, like you'll start out wide. So into this corner here, I think you're going to be trying to ride here, no matter if you're going inside, middle, or outside. You only kind of cut across at the last second to go across the bumps. You're going to have to be really, really quick with your decision making and trying to guess what line people are going to be going in. My reshade is Hurren's reshade. I just downloaded it from the MXB shop, MX Bike shop. It's in the description of the Hurren compound on there. Yeah, it's going to be difficult around here on this. Just trying to make sure I'm in the right gears in the corners as well. I think I'm going to be stuck between second and third a lot of the time. Like, not sure what gear I like. You can't see anything in the shadows? Yeah, me either. Not gonna. I feel like this track's got quite a low sun position as well. So it's the in-game lighting is causing quite harsh shadows over the top of some of the ruts. And then you've got the baked-in shadows as well on top of that to make it even darker. I quite like that inside. As long as I can get the angle right going into it. Like kind of cutting across to the left there. What's the time? It's alright, the servers are probably up already, but we've still got another 9 minutes until the time actually starts. I'll run another lap or two and then we'll hop over into the servers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Low line spotted. Uh-oh. Everybody's going to be taking off the left there. That's the one part of the track with no bail. No tough block to stop you. Now, the more laps I'm spinning, I think the difficulty of this is increasing. Yeah, I think the one of them tracks that are easy to get around, hard to go really fast on. Just want to see if there's any, like, sneaky line there where you could maybe square it off. I think my favourite line in that right-hander is the outside. I'm just not sure how viable it's going to be for the entire day, because there's already a good amount of chop going into it, and you've got to think that chop's going to get more and more cupped out the more people that are hitting it over the motos, and you could just find you get to a point where you're like nose-wheeling into the corners. God damn it. Yeah, that corner is on the start straight. I haven't run a lap yet, I don't think. So I don't think these laps mean anything. And my ideal says it's a 133. So probably looking at like a 126 or something like that for the top of 450 qualifying. Maybe faster, because again, I don't think I put a fast lap in yet. Can low line the finish on the right side. I will have a look at it. I didn't see that one. No idea what the low quality version looks like. I haven't got it downloaded. Right. MXBGP. I registered pretty early today. So, I might be in a group 2 for once rather than a group 3. I agree, Michael. I think for the 250, this track's going to be much harder. At last week's tracks, it felt like you could kind of let her rip a little bit more. Like it was a bit more open and flowy. But this track's a lot more tight and twisty. So it's hard to keep that momentum up constantly. A lot more chances for the two-stroke to get like a little bit wobbly. Me no sprechen the Argentina. Me only sprechen English. So me no understand. Do we think that Ryan put the 450 server up? Oh no, actually they're all going up slowly. I only saw 251, so I was like, do we reckon he's put the server up and then forgot to have the two strokes on again? I see an MX2 OEM Slash there. Is he allowing 125s in the 250 race as well? That'd be quite cool. I reckon somebody ragging the TM125 around could probably hang with some of the 250 boys. Gonna plant seed in there as well. Here we go. Let's try group 2. Oh, look at that. First time. First guess. My lips are so dry, by the way. So both days of riding this weekend, it was the windiest conditions I've ever ridden in. Like, it was bad. I was going along some straight. So I was going along straight, and then you got a right 180, but the wind was blowing from the right to the left. So I'm trying to pitch myself into the corner, but the wind's like pushing me up right and left slightly. And it was nuts. As soon as my wheels left the ground, it was ropes. Like, I was barely jumping at all. Like, the wind was crazy. Because I am not talented enough to muscle a bike around in the air. No, when it's that windy. I rode at a track called Beaver Coats MX. I'll be honest, track prep, not amazing. Wasn't insane. Yeah, let me go and check out this low line over the finish then, since I'm sure it'll be a if you can't beat them, join them scenario. Does it start counting your lap? Oh, it does. Oh, that's annoying. That will 100% be used. They might ban it for NA, but usually EU are kind of guinea pigs, so I don't think they'll do anything about it. I mean, you can do it both sides, so they're going to the left's a little bit out of your way, to be honest. Like, it's a long way over there. But yeah, right side could be alright. It wasn't too bad, Liam. It was not bad at all, you know, for riding once in 7 months, coming off the couch. In class, because I can't remember all of the overall finishes, so I'm in juniors, so you got juniors and seniors ride together. In class, I went 10, 5, 8, and then I didn't do the last race because it was just absolutely downpour. Like, some of the MX1 boys were getting stuck going up some of the hills, so I was like, no, you know what? That's enough for me. I'm happy with how the weekend's gone. Haven't hurt myself. But it was alright. I'm just... Not even just from a fitness perspective, because my forearms weren't bad. It's actual, like, hand grip strength. My hands were going within a lap. And I've never had issues with actual, like, hand grip before. It's always been the forearms that are blown up, but it wasn't this way. But my speed was just shit. I've got no, like, roll speed around the corners. Like, I don't feel good on the Varg for cornering whatsoever. Like, it's a missile out the gate. Feels fine. But around the corners, it's just like... I think I'm pretty good at throttle control anyway. But it's just like the back end will be skating all over the place. I was having issues where the forks were leaking on the front brake, so I'm coming down some of the hills with the front brake touching the throttle pretty much, trying to pull her in, and it just wasn't slowing down. There was a lot of issues, but you know, it wasn't a terrible weekend. Got nice GoPro footage of BP crashing in front of me twice, so cheers me up a little bit. Alright, said hello to a couple of people. I've got a video going up tomorrow about, not about, it's an MX Bikes video, but I was talking about the weekend, and I was saying that it's nice meeting people at tracks that's like, say hello, and it's like, I watch your content, this, that, and the other, and I appreciate it. But 99 times out of 100, they're also much faster than me on a real bike, and I say I would trade MX Bike speed for real life speed any day. I wish I wasn't arse on a motorbike. It's also... I mean, they're kind of healed now. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's the first time I've pulled off of a track after a race, and my hands have been bloody from the roost. Usually I just, you know, have like the bruised arms and everything from the roost hitting you. I've never had like bloody hands from how bad the roost was. That's a negative thing as well. So let's say my natural position is like, I'll say roughly about 20th to 25th in the combined groups. That's like my natural position in the race. But because the Varg is just so disgustingly good in a straight line, I started one of the races in 4th. So I've then got 20 people coming flying past me and roosting the shit out of me, and it's not ideal. And then I find when I'm being passed left, right and centre, I can just get no flow going at all. So after this weekend, I think there's two things that I need to invest in. First one is your whole shot device. Second one is some handguards. Because I'm a short king, I'm 5'7". So if the start gates are fresh, so you've got no ruts built in, I can sit two-footed, but I can't like fully get over on top of the bike. But then on day 2, when some ruts had formed in the start gates, I was able to properly sit on top of it, and that's when I got really great starts. So if I've got a whole shot device, it kind of takes away that problem. But it is funny, just sitting on the start gate, whacking it up into like 60 horsepower mode for the start, and then as soon as you get up into the first corner, turn it back down to what you'd normally ride in. Like, people must absolutely hate it. What's the time? Qualifying should have started 2 minutes ago, but we've still got 3 minutes to go in this server. It hasn't even started yet. Yeah, it is a cheater bike, 100%. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Bromsborough. I didn't realise that it's really far away from me, so I'm going to have to bust out the tent, unfortunately, which I hate. But I'm not looking forward to Bromsborough. I didn't do it last year because I looked at a GoPro with a track and I was just like, yeah, not really a bit of me. So it's quite sandy, isn't it? I'm not a big sand enjoyer. I did almost kill myself in the first race of the weekend, which was... I mean, I took a lap afterwards to kind of regain myself and change my underwear. It was just a normal tabletop. Didn't have any ruts on the face of it, but it had quite a disgusting kicker. And of course I managed to hit the kicker. And before my bike had even fully left the ground, my right foot blew off the peg. And so I was doing a knack-knack in the air, landed with my other leg still off the side, and then went another 10 or 20 foot and then swung it back on again. I don't know how I didn't crash. It wasn't... I did have to change the underwear a little bit. It was a bit brown inside. I'd tied a lane right behind / next to me as I'd done it. And I swear I heard him say something because he went past. He was probably like, oh my god, what's he doing? Absolute wobbly individual. Oh, that's a nice little game freeze we got going on there. Oh, I keep falling out the Bumperclut rut. You know what, let's go have a proper investigation of what's going on down there. So inside's too tight for this bike, it's too shit to get up the hill. Second, kind of same scenario. So the third one, it tightens up a lot on the exit of it. That's what I'm having trouble with. Because just as the shadows start coming in here, I genuinely can't see where I'm going. So I keep falling out over the top of it. So I need to try and make a mental note to check up more and cut down to the left harder. Noted. Oh, pardon me. I'll tell you, Cammy, I'm more and more open to the idea the more issues I'm having with my car. My car's... I'm now not able to use my car. It's going in to be looked at again on Thursday. Ever since I had it MOT'd, every time I drive it, it gives me a new issue. Now it runs and sounds like shit. The exhaust has started blowing on it, and now it thinks that the bonnet is open constantly, even when it isn't. So the bonnet lock, like the catch lock, is sensor's broken. So every time I'm trying to drive it, it's just constantly pinging at me an alarm. And it thinks that it's been stolen all the time as well, so the alarm will go off randomly. So that's great. So that's being taken in to be looked at on Thursday. It's just a shitty little Ford Fiesta. What I don't get, so I got that at 10,000 miles on it. It's now got 60,000 miles and it's been perfect. No issues, runs fine, great. But I had to take it in to get the wet belt changed, which I'm meant to do every 50,000, and ever since then, it's just been falling apart. So, might have to be getting rid of it. But then the thing is, I don't know what to get. There's no point in me getting a nice car if I'm taking it to motocross meetings and going down, you know, awful... I mean, guys in the US probably have no idea, but some of the roads you go down to get to UK tracks, your car's going to take a beating anyway. So there's no point in getting a nice car if I'm going to do shit like that. But then there's also not much point in me owning a van, because where I live, when I'm renting, I haven't got anywhere to store a bike. So it's not like I'm taking my own bike anywhere, there's no need for a van. And for the sake of having a daily drive, whilst a truck might sound and look cool, you should see some of the places I have to park in. Like just going, you know, to the store and things like that. Like trying to get a big truck in parking space is a nightmare. So I like my little compact car. I just feel like this one has run its course. Like the place that Linda used to live before we moved in together, if I owned a van or a truck then, I would not be able to park to see her. That it is compact, it is tight. It's a borrow... No, I own a bike. It's... The team that I'm on in game, AJP, they are a real life team as well. They take and maintain my bike for me wherever we go riding. But it is my bike, I own it. The blue van is for sale. Yeah, that thing's definitely on its last legs if my car is. Right, qualifying time. Minivans sound cool in concept, but actually it depends what you say. Minivan, I feel like. Are we talking US minivan? Because that's very, very different to what I'm thinking of. If I was to get like a Ford Caddy, for example, like the smallest van, you can't get a bike in the back without dropping the handlebars or putting a smaller wheel in the front, which is just a pain in the arse every time. So then you have to go for a mid-size, and I just don't want a mid-size as a daily drive. Qualifying started now, sorry. Enough of my vehicle ramblings. I did not anticipate that it would be even harder to see where I'm going once we then have Roost in front of us as well. So we've now got lots of shadows, and bikes, and Roost. Right, third rut. Slow down more. Nice. I'm so underpowered around here, holy. Yeah, the outside not as good as I thought it'd be. Okay, I keep changing down to first gear as if it's going to give me more engine braking, but it just doesn't. I feel like an okay, like, banker lap. I feel pretty good to start with. Can you see? No, the front end's going. Oh. Yeah, everybody's going to be rallying around the outside. Oh, and you can... Oh, okay. And you can lowline that on the far right. That might be the move. That might be the move for me. Depends if the lap counts, actually. The timing gates might be super strict there. We'll have a look. We'll have a look at the end of this lap. Even if I crash, I'm going to carry it on just to see. Just to see if it counts. Okay, I'm hooking too far to the left there. It's actually a deceptively tricky part of the track there. It's off camber. Easy for the back end to want to slide around on you. Right, let's see if that second lap counted. It did count. Okay. Concerning that I am that far off, I am going to put the standings on, just to kind of try and keep track, because I have a feeling that that lap there will not get me inside the top 35. In fact, I'm going to go full tryhard and I'm going to take some fuel out. And we're going to try and get locked in here. See how she goes. Okay, not this one. What I'm also going to do, I'm not going to keep it on for the whole thing, but just so I can keep a track to see where I'm at delta-wise, see if it's worth me carrying on the lap or not. The thing is, you can scumbag this start so many ways. You can low-line it on the far right, like everybody is doing, or you could start miles behind and just fully send it onto the straight. Oh, I'm not going to make this corner. You know what, lucky bounce, we'll take it. Front end a bit twitchy. Front end very twitchy. Oh, I'm too far to the inside. Yep. I lost about 1.2 seconds from sliding out in that corner. That is disgusting. That is an outrageous amount of time to lose from one little mistake. Yeah, tricky track. Very tricky track. L Jake, again, for saying that he was going to ride two-stroke and being on a 450. L Gamer. God damn it. Yeah, in theory the suspension should work, but they're still different bikes. They're not exactly one-to-one, so there's still nuances there. I mean, what tyre you run changes how suspension handles, so even any differences in bikes will change how suspension handles overall. So whilst you might get close enough, I like what I like. Can't even win. I'm even running random two-strokes, making it harder for me, and people don't like what bike I'm running. You mother trucker. I don't know what line I want to take in that corner. They all feel just like a little bit awkward for me. I do, however, like that third route that then filters onto the outside. No! Oh. That was like a good 0.6 up there. I'm not comfortable riding this speed though. Not at all. And this thing loves wheeling as well. Oh, thank you very much, generous person. Bear with me 1 second.
I'm not going to be around as watching these. It's a little too much time for me. GL for the racing.
Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Hang on, I'm locked in on this lap. I'll have a little look to see who it was once this lap's done. Or if I mess up in the next 2 corners. And we're still barely green. Hang on. Oh, the front end just wants to go everywhere. Oh, I've lost it all in the last corner. That's fine. Who was that? Oh, thank you very much, Brad. Thank you. That's all right. If you're off to... Actually, what's the time? You might be having a late dinner with the missus, or you might be off to gym. Either way, have a good time. Track's whooping my ass right now. Track is doing me dirty. That's fucking it. That's worse than what I just done. Hang on, I need to see who that was. You know what? We'll go and replay. I thought I was a scumbag for low-lining it a little bit. Bro pre-jumped it. Look at that. Who was it? Boy, he's pre-jumped off of this. I thought I was bad for taking off here. Not taking off here and jumping over the entire line. Is this a if you can't beat them, join them type scenario? Means you can't really police it, so it's like, do you join them? Because I reckon that's worth easy half a second just from how low you stay. They're probably another half, probably an entire second by the time you get to the end of this first straight. Oh my goodness, that was brutal. I might try... I think that inside is faster, but it's really tricky to try and get on a consistent basis. I'm going to show an example here and see how much I go up by. The chat's giving me the all clear. If I get banned, then it's your guys' fault. Oh my fucking god! Okay, I don't think that's what he did. We did. I've seen more people do it than not do it. Let's have a look. It weren't crazy actually, it's just under 0.4. It was 0.34 by the end of the straight. But that could be the difference between qualifying and not qualifying. Especially on the old two-smoker. I need to stop drifting so far over to the right there, because then I'm having to turn more over braking bumps. So I need to try and hook further around to the left. Yeah, I prefer that middle rep. Again, I think the inside's quicker, but for the sake of my consistency. Alright, try and come further left here. That's better. Braking bumps are beating me up around here. No! I'm still up. Do you reckon that'll still count? I'm hoping that the time gates are fair enough. I mean, the bail slowed me down. Oh, I'm skipping all over the place. I can't see where I'm going. There's shadows in every rut. Oh, God. Bikes wobbling all over the place. It did count. Okay, so we're at 0.69. Whee! 0.69 quicker. Yeah, fuck it. Everyone else is doing it, so I'm just going to do it as well. May as well join them. Yeah, it's probably... I mean, you could probably take it to all kinds of extremes. Like, you could probably try and hit it wide open. I mean, that wasn't as insane, but still, it's another 0.1 quicker than what I did last time. I'm 0.4 up in 2 corners. Oh, in 1 corner, sorry, that's disgusting. Should have hit that in 3rd. The upshift cost me time. Try 3rd gear around here rather than 2nd. Less upshifts. Just 2-stroke things. Ah. 450 don't do that. 450 is hella planted. Yeah, it was a long way up. Jesus Christ, how much time are we going to lose? So frustrating, man. Yeah, if I'm on a 450, I can just lug 3rd gear around there, but because I'm on a 2, I have to downshift to 2nd, and then as soon as I hit the power, it wants to wheelie, so I have to upshift to 3rd, and then it's messy. No idea how I've stopped for that corner in time. You mother... Ah! Why do I keep getting so, like, close to the end of the laps and then chalking it? I feel like I've got the hard bits done. The end should be fairly straightforwards. I got a good, like, 2nd in me, I think. No, that one's done as well. You see 2 seconds? Oh, I don't know about that. That's a lot. That's a lot. kind of just... I think I would be better off. Aren't me and the Jan besties now? What did you... Huh? First of all, where has that come from? Because Troy's not been mentioned once. Secondly, we were never not friends. Like, huh? I swear I see people randomly saying, like, why don't you like Troy? And it's like, I don't think I've ever said a bad word about Troy in my life, ever. I mean, I'm hoping he doesn't say anything bad about me on his videos. No, stop sliding. Went too far left again. Yeah, every time I get to the end of a lap, I kind of choke it. Oh my god. I can't see where I'm going. You'll find the clip. Yeah, I would like to see a clip of me talking badly on Troy in a genuine manner, not in a sarcastic way. Because I don't think it exists. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm starting to... I'm losing my cool a little bit now. Oh, God. Right. Let me lock in. Let me stop reading random chats. Distracting. Oh, God. I'm genuinely scared that I'm not going to make it in at the moment. God damn it. It's always one little mistake every time. Oh, and then when you think it's finally good, your front end tries washing in the last corner. Ah! That's right, it's 0.8 quicker. That is still not great, though. That's still not great. Realistically, I need to be in the 30s or very close to a 30 flat. It's a little bit quicker. Might be safe. Might be. Damn, this bike's hard to ride fast. Like, really, really hard to ride fast. Oh my god. Oh my god, hold on. I want to try and genuinely send that around the outside and see what the time's like. Because if I can get away with even like a tenth slower, it's much easier than trying to stick into one of the ruts. It's just so loose. I don't understand how the bike can go from sliding to fucking almost backflipping in a nanosecond. Like, give me some consistency in the traction. The same goes for 450s, to be fair. You go from sliding out to almost falling off the back of the bike in a heartbeat. It's like the difference in the grip between the side and the middle of the tyre is just insane. I'm 0.6 down before turn 1. That's nuts. Yeah, I don't think 26th in just one group's gonna cut it, unfortunately. I feel so scummy doing this every lap. It'd be damned if I'm losing that much time. I'm trying to take the high road. We only got 3 minutes left. Probably a couple, it's probably like 2 attempts. If I make it far into the lap. I think most of my issues that I've had on this track so far have been in the shadow sections that I just can't see a thing in. I was saying this to BP on the weekend, just in real life riding. But as I'm getting older, my eyes are just getting worse and worse, and I struggle like processing things at higher speeds on a track in real life. And then we come into bikes and we get into like fast shadowy sections and I just can't see where I'm going. Now the wobble is insane. This track is very much exposing the two-strokes weaknesses. Just the low-speed wobble. It's not even low speed because I'm going pretty fast, but yeah, just the wobble in some of the ruts is nuts. I try and keep the bike moving in the right direction, but all the momentum going forwards is pretty difficult. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to go well as soon as I took off on that jump for it over to the right-hand side. Turn off shadows. I don't think it works that way. I think you've got to do it the fucking cheating way by going into your files and doing it. I think a lot of these are hard baked into the track. Like, it's not something you can toggle off in game settings. And the amount of time it will take me to go and mess around. Actually, you can't even do it. You know, this game is... This turns out a negative spiel because I'm still in a decent mood. The game is so shit that if you change your graphic settings in-game, it will just give you more visual glitches. So you're better off just not doing it. Especially whilst we're qualifying and time is of the essence. Let's just fucking sit in the main line so people can't see where they're going, eh? Oh my god. Yeah, that's qualifying done. I would like to think I'm top 35 if I'm 5th in this group, if you just kind of average things out. I'm hoping so. I mean, we got 27th last week and the race went really, really well. Everyone's doing that line? Yeah, I thought they would be. Again, there's no way to police it. Hopefully, people will not be doing it in the race. Hopefully. Yeah, Nashville was great. Nashville went really good. I just got a lucky start. Yeah, that's very difficult. I love when people ask why they're banned. Not my chat, this is just MX Bikes and Discord. I love when people ask why they're banned and then people just rock up with photographic evidence and then like, oh, that wasn't me, that was my cat. That was my brother. Signer's saying there's more than 2 cheater lines. Yeah, the only one I know of is the finish line and then that massive, like, double in the middle of the track. I am doing it, Liam. I didn't do it last year because I actually thought the track looked arse. I feel like that track's probably quite a divisive one with people that like sandier, loamier stuff and people that hate it, like myself. What I'm not looking forward to is having to sleep in a tent again. Because it's a long way away from me. What did you end up with, Aiden? Because I feel like you've been done dirty here because it was so much easier to get that bike around Trentino than it is to get it around here, and I can't explain to you why. So it's just something the way the ruts on this track are built, and it's twistier as well, so it's hard to keep your momentum up. 31 flat. I think you beat me. Yeah, I've ridden Sellinge. Sellinge was 10 times better like 15 years ago when I was on a 65 than it is now. Last time I rode it a couple of years ago, it was absolutely wank. Like, awfully prepped. Like, genuinely waste of a day. The issue I've got at the moment, Liam, when it comes to just tracks in general, is where I am somewhat well known amongst UK motocross now, people always just look for my results, even if they're not there. And like people will, if people are there at the races, they'll like take pictures and this, that, and the other. And I don't want to sound ungrateful to the AJP boys because they do everything for me. If it was up to me, I wouldn't race. I would just go practicing or go do like enduro stuff and things like that. So I just like riding motorbikes. I haven't got like that racer, you know, I've not got that like itch to race, if that makes sense. I've got no like drive like that. If someone comes past me, I'm not looking to have a tear up and try and get back past straight. I'm just like, yeah, after you, go ahead. So I'm just riding around trying to have a good time. And then I get people who, I look online after a race and see people taking screenshots of my results and going, Linz, what are you doing? And it's like, well, thanks. Now you're just ruining my whole weekend for me because now I just feel shit when I'm just trying to have fun. So then if I go to a track like Bromsborough, which I know that I'm going to struggle on, because again, I'm not good in the loamy stuff, I don't know, it just makes the whole weekend a bit weird. It does make it harder to enjoy it. Some of the best motocross days I've ever had is either like full-on private hires, so there's only a handful of people, just roll on and off wherever you want to and just ride your bike as much as you like. And I used to do like Hare and Hound enduro stuff at Canada Heights. I used to do it on my old Yami 125. And they were some of the best days riding I've ever had. I used to just really, really enjoy it. Ever in any of the Action Tracks enduro events? I've never even heard of Action Tracks, so I don't know. No, I haven't. How many people do you think get a jump start? I'm going to say 2 today. I reckon 2. It's like, I've got to unplug my controller to do it, but... Actually, no, I took a picture of it. For anybody that hasn't seen it yet, let me try and find the picture. I've got to do a lot of scrolling. I put it into aerial chat. So, bearing in mind, so this is my... This was on the Saturday. We were the last group. This is the last race of the day, so the track was very chopped out. I'm hanging out my arse. And I know that the kids mean well. But I don't want to be randomly recorded on people's phones as I'm putting off the track. Like, I'm a fat 30-year-old man hanging out of his arse just trying to get around. And I just feel like I've got so much, like, extra pressure, you know, to do well when there's people. One thing that was cool is at Hawkston last year, there was a group of kids that just started pitboarding for me and cheering me on going around. Don't mind that. That I loved. I love to see that. But I just feel like I have so many other people watching me and expectations that I do find it hard to just relax and enjoy the day's riding. I don't know if they're going to be staggered races or joint races today, so I can't really give you a time frame, unfortunately. I'm not sure. That's what I mean, is I understand people recording like the pros because they're gods, you know, but for the MX Bikes player, don't know about that. I just want to read chat, read Discord chat quickly to see if anybody's talking about these cheetah lines. Aqua has just put this picture in here, which is a great shout, which could fix my not seeing the rut issues. Is that like an NVIDIA setting that I can just change on the fly? And will that blind me in every other part of the track? I don't think qualifying's up just yet. AMC was it was just a weekend, to be honest, Harrison. I thought the track was prepared a bit naff, to be honest. Now, Harrison, I'm going to say something that I don't know if I should say, because I think you'll take offense to it, but when I say these words, I promise you it is meant in the most how is it, like, most complimentary, most well done way ever. Like, this is a W for you. This is not like throwing shade or anything. This is a, you know, like golfer's clap, GG, well done. Your missus looks fantastic in leggings. I'm going to leave it at that. Well done. You've done very well for yourself, so you should be very proud. And again, compliment. I mean, no offense by it whatsoever. Good on you. Right, what can we change here? P19 and P20? That's not bad for the two-strokes, you know. What do you mean worse than races? It's a compliment. Exactly, W. Right. Farsit. Yeah, I thought you went quicker than me, Aiden. I thought I was like a 10th or two off of that. Let me load up the times and we'll see what we're rocking with. Yes, I promise I'm not a robot. There we go. Right, race groups. I didn't expect to qualify higher than I did last week. I thought it would be worse overall. You reckon you look better in leggings, Barksalt? The issue with you is you always say that you take your pants off when you watch me. So how am I meant to know what it looks like in leggings if you're never wearing any to begin with? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Who else we got up here? I don't know if it's Robbo or if it's Robo. He had a really good qualifying last week as well. I've never seen him before. He's from Sweden. You see that underneath my face cam? Yeah, you can. So that's a W for the Sweden team come MX Nations. So Cam was 27.8. What did we do? 31. I actually think... Is that, like, further behind first place than last week, but qualifying higher in the list? So is that 3... I can't do maths. Was that 3.2 seconds? Yeah, 3.2 seconds off the top. You needed a 31.9. That is very close. So 15 positions here, all within the same second of each other. That is very... No, Rum didn't make it. No, Harrison didn't make it. Jams didn't make it. Anyone else here that I recognise? Usually see AK in quite a few races. Meeks made it last week, I think. Logan didn't make it. Pat didn't make it. I don't know if I've seen Pat in the races other than round 1, actually. So I'm not sure. Peter didn't make it. He was at Sardinia. A lot of people struggling around here, then. Not an easy track. Yeah, let's go Rumsky. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that track. Because it's not... I don't think it's a bad track by any means. It's like awkward. But I think that awkwardness is exemplified by this bike. Then I don't want to, like... I don't want to just sound like a broken record and blaming the bike all the time, because the whole point of riding this bike is to try and be more chill about it. But it's almost like an infuriating experience trying to qualify on it. Like, it makes it more stressful, but then it's more rewarding when it goes well. The camera shake messes me up, to be honest, as well, Pat. That first long left-hander, once you hit the finish, you got like a left and then a right. That next long left after that. If I go in any of the ruts towards the outside, like the camera shake is nuts. I can't see it even more. But then I think that camera shake got worse in whatever the last game update was that started moving your rider's body weight further back on the bike naturally. Right, let's go, before they throw the Moto servers up, let's go and have a little look to see if there is anything we can do about this whole shadow situation by messing around with the gamma. Is this something... Roboso, thank you. Is this something that I can do on the fly? I haven't got to like keep closing and reopening my game, have I? Oh my goodness, go. What if I... Can I just change, like, my actual monitor settings? Let's try this first. Settings... Picture adjust. Gamma. Mode 1. That's worse. That's worse. No, I'm on the best actual monitor settings for it. Oh, sorry. You can see now. Yeah, I'm on the best monitor settings for it. Does anyone have, like, a quick fix I could try, or could it generally be something... That doesn't even do anything. Let me see if I can just mess around with reshade quickly. Any of these that make it... That... Having this off does make it a little bit easier to see. Is there any other random ones that we've got on? No. So if I turn reshade off completely, I think it helps? I don't know. Again, I can... Like, if I turn the flashlight on, it definitely helps, but it's in a very enclosed area. Unless I can make it so... Oh no, it's on, like, the widest setting, I think. Try the in-game settings. I think it's just going to give me a visual bug, won't it? Let's go graphics. Turn all these off. That looks the same to me. That's what I mean. They're like baked-in settings. That looks identical. Hmm. NVIDIA control panel. NVIDIA control panel. I just press accept and continue. Oh, no, there we go. I'm not going to dox myself with this, am I? Adjust image settings with preview. No. Video. Adjust video color settings? Gamma. It's locked. Hang on, I'm doing some magic. That doesn't change anything there. Hmm. What do I do if this isn't actually changing anything? No, Hayden, I don't. Yeah, I had the flashlight setting on. The issue with the flashlight is that then it makes all the bright parts extra bright. How does the distance change? I don't know if it does. Hmm. One of the options for exposure. I know mine's bad because I mess around with half of these things. And I never actually see it making it... That is definitely making it brighter. But now it's like, the sky is white. Like, I can't, like, that's too much. Check general. What general am I checking? Mine or aerial? Mine. Let's have a look. What are you showing me here, Fuzzy? Because it's two different parts of the track. Try Technicolor. Oh, yeah. That helps a little bit. I just want to make sure that I'm not... sitting here too long missing when the servers go up. Brightness, it looks the same as mine, to be honest. It might not be, but as I say, it looks the same. Now my bike just looks orange. You know what? We might have to run an orange bike for the day. That looks brighter on my screen. But is it too bright everywhere? No, I can't do that. The saturation on that is insane. Holy. The saturation isn't even that high. What did I do? To turn that off. Holy. Yeah. I think I might actually have to firm it. No, that turned it almost like red. That was way too much. You deemed me a YouTube short. I was pressing apply, and I know what you're looking at. I know what to change, but it just wasn't physically doing anything. Like if I turn on my display capture, NVIDIA control panel. Like if I go in here, gamma. And apply it, but there is no change at all, and it's definitely the right monitor. Yeah, I don't change anything either. I appreciate the help as well. It's so hard trying to like read so many different like messages and conflicting things at the same time. Servers are up. Are they running them together? Yes. Okay, that's fine. We'll firm it. We'll firm it because at the end of the day, it is pretty scummy me doing this anyway, isn't it? Trying to find ways around it because hopefully the shadows are like that for everybody. Desktop color settings. Okay, let me join the server and I'll try like a last attempt. MXBGP. I feel like I was scummy enough today just by low-lining the finish. I don't know if I want to go mess around with all these settings as well. DPX on reshade. Up contrast. Up the contrast? See, I always thought contrast is what makes the darks dark and the whites white. I'm glad you saw the funny side of it, Harrison. That's why I didn't know how to word it, because it's genuinely meant as a compliment. I'm gonna do it here actually. So let me do this quickly before I try an NVIDIA one. What did he say it was? DPX. Up the contrast. About there. Definitely makes it a little bit brighter. Does it make things... I suppose the whole with upping the gamma in general, it does just make things look washed out, doesn't it? Like, it reduces the extremes of both ends between light and dark. Gives like a nice middle ground. Yeah, it's definitely a bit better. Yeah, I'll try it like this for a Moto and see how it goes. Low quality track's not as bad. I feel like that's one of them trade-offs I have to do at this point, because I still want the track to look good for the stream. I don't want to be riding around in like the void. I'm guessing you got PGA because you was watching the Masters over this weekend, Chase. W Rory, by the way. But I regret to inform you, if I can find it, I have not played PGA since end of July last year, and it's currently uninstalled. Yeah, if I'm struggling with it a lot in Moto 1, I'll try something else in Moto 2. Right, let's select a gate, even though it's not going to matter. This is going to be a very far... This is going to be a chaotic start, actually. I want nothing to do with the outside of this track. Because if I go... Like, if you look at this... Everybody... Oh, there's so many people are going to end up over here. Almost off the map. And he's even added bales here. Brad's never going to watch this back. Hopefully he's out, not watching me on his phone. How have we thought ahead to add bales here on the start corner, but we haven't made it so we can't cheat the finish? Bruh. Crazy work. I'm going to run 7.5 litres of fuel this time, because we ran 9.5 last week, and we still had 4 litres left by the end. Yeah, the Golf is fun. There's levels to it, though, because there's, like, Pro-Am, which you can't, like, slice or anything. You just have to worry about the power and the spin. Then I think as soon as you go to, like, Pro-level difficulty, the general overall difficulty just goes through the roof of how impactful your, like, input is on the stick. Can we get a quick boo in chat? Can we get a boo Jake or an L Jake, by the way, everybody? Because... Where is he? Here he is. Because... Are you able to send your 2-stroke out, please? I'm gonna race it next week. And now what's he in here on? Oh, I'll tell you what, my very random comment. My lips very dry after how windy it was over the weekend. They're like almost windburnt. Yes, windburn is a thing. Do you want to know a very depressing statistic? I am now closer to the age of 60 than I am to the day I was born. That's hella depressing. Thank you very much, Reed. Reed, I heard a rumour you was riding the 2-stroke today. Because you just hate NA racing so much, you thought you'd try and mix it up and have some fun on the 2-stroke instead. I check DMs, it's important. I shouldn't really be tabbing out and mess around with these things this late, because it usually fucks with the game. If it's going on the shop, then sure. If it's on mods, then I'll just wait for it to come out. Hopefully that's like the best answer I can give you. What do you mean gonna be the fastest senior? I already am. I'd like to think I'm top hunk. There's not that many of us in the pro races, to be honest. It's usually just all the young whippersnappers that can see straight and have good reaction times. There's a few boys in the scene that would be more than happy for an over 25 MX bikes class. I'd be very, very happy about it. Finally get some titles back to my name. Hey, to be fair, that old boy that snipes on Battlefield, he's a bit of a G. Like, I respect it so much. I don't know if tabbing out in general messes with the game, but I find any time I tab out into Discord and come back to bikes, my frames get significantly lower. Am I going to beat Cam? Probably never. The stars have to align. I mean, I beat him on Friday, but then the stars have to align. He has to have a bad start, I have to have a good start, and he has to be on an incredibly one-line track. But on something like this, where you got 30 minutes plus 2 laps, he can probably start in last and still come through and win by 30 seconds. So, yeah, probably not outdoors. Indoors with a little bit of luck, yes. Very bad timing to need a wee, because this is not enough time. I don't think many people... You know that really dark corner that I was sat in messing around with the reshade just now? I don't think there's that many people going around the outside in that corner, at least not that I saw in qualifying. So I think if I'm going to try and make any passes on people, it's going to be there. Something that I think will be an issue on this track today, which I'm going to say before the races start, so you know it's not done in like a biased way. Because the insides of the corners in a lot of turns are like really strong, like in the tight 180 corners, everybody's going to go there. But let's say you go in rut 2 or 3 just to get out of people's way. If somebody crashes on the inside rut, their bike is going to ping over that rut and hit you anyway. So a lot of time you're going to be in a lose-lose scenario, and I think there's going to be a lot of unlucky crashes today from hitting people's bikes. Alright. Let's see how she goes. It starts now. Starts now. Moto 1. I've got a very far outside gate. No bueno. No bueno at all. You think this track likes aggression? I think completely the opposite way. I think you can very easily override this track. I can't remember if I started in 2nd gear or 3rd gear on this track last week, because the start grates have slippery attraction. Oh, we got a jump start. Was it 2? No. I don't think Cam was loaded in. So it wasn't a jump start at all. It was nothing. At 250 you can get away with it. The 250s are much less wonky in terms of their physics, and they've got more grip than the 450s do. So from that perspective, yeah, I can see some aggression working. But you still want to kind of be smooth and flow around the track and open up your corners. I mean, so far as a whole, the GP tracks have been pretty damn good. Like, mostly from a racing perspective. I think Trentino, last week's track, I think is the best race, emphasis on the word race track that we've had. If you're like a casual person loading up the game, you're never going to enjoy a track like Trentino as much as you're going to enjoy throwing fat whips around like Farm, for example. But from a quote-unquote pro or like a racing league, I think Trentino offered what you want with like a hard track, that there's a skill gap there that forces you to slow down in places or you'll just explode. That forces you to also change line as the track erodes over time as well. I thought it was really, really good. Do I mind the shadows here? I very much dislike them. Not from like a it's made the track bad way. I dislike them in the same way that real life riders probably hate the shadows around Washougal when they're racing it. Like, it's just hard, it's difficult. Right, we'll try and go again. Who have I got around me on the gate? We've got Dorian on the right, Mr. Squeaky Brakes. And we have got the other two Schmoker, Mr. Aiden on the left. I should have asked Aiden to send me a skin just so I can... I mean, I shouldn't have to see the other two Schmoker. I'll probably hear him around the track. But there we go. Rack's not on the two-stroke today. He done his one and done round on it. And he still has infinite aura for... I think he had red plate after round 2, and he rocked up at round 3 on the two-stroke and still... he got tired for P3 overall, which is just insane. I've got so much respect for the people that get off of the meta mid-season, whilst in championship contention as well. Right. Ugh. Race time! Linda launching, that is banned, sir. So, Mr. Loricole, you are going to be DNF'd. Hate to tell you that, buddy. I really do enjoy dying in a straight line. This is where the reset delay gets a little bit annoying, because nothing I could do about that situation. And now I have to sit there and think about what I didn't do wrong. And now we have to sit here and think about what I didn't do wrong again. And now my bike's going to keep wonking around, and it won't let me do the 4-second restart until we get going again. So if you want to say that the reset delay is good, by all means, but so far it's fucked me over so far on this first lap. I actually hate the cunt with a passion. Every time I get near him on the track, he's an absolute arsehole. And the other issue with reset delay is you ride with retards that grind MX bike ranks for 10 hours daily, so they don't know how to ride around other people. So even though I clearly had the inside there, he still dives for it. And I got very lucky that I didn't go down. So yeah, we're back here in about 29th place right now. Who is it? Who do you think it is? It's Tero. Mr. MXB ranked himself. Oh, that's a red flag. Okay, so we are a little bit lucky. So what do I do this time now? Do I try and just go for the start again and risk getting absolutely kamikazed in a straight line, or do I just let everybody else go? But I did say before the racing started today that the opening lap or two around this track are going to be especially bad. Just because of how tight the track is, you know, really hard to get around people. I think holding back's going to be the way to go. But then the other issue, hang on, Lorico, Linda launch is banned, by the way. So, GG's, your results. Just let him know so he doesn't do it again. The issue is if I let everybody go, there's probably just as high of a chance of me hitting bikes, because there's going to be so many bikes down in the first corner. But, yeah, I think the thing is that the two-stroke gets a much better jump out the gate initially, but as soon as you have to go and shift gears, the 450s just go. So it's like that I kind of get swallowed by the time I get to that first corner. So I think always letting people go is going to be the way. And it's like, even if I now go and choose my gate here, because I only qualified 20th and I've got no priority, it pushes me all the way over past the middle anyway. Linda launch is spinning up your back wheel on the start gate to get a better start. That's banned. Yeah, somebody got a jump start. I think it was Cleoxy. The man whose rear wheel was inserted into my mouth yesterday. Let's go, Paul Malin. A wild Godis. Thank you, Godis. I appreciate the dedication watching me on the phone.
Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. I will watch on the phone. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji.
We love a bit of Godus. I think we're waiting for Fafalito to get synced in. Don't know why he left and rejoined. They haven't waited for it. This might get red flagged again. We might be on for 3 red flags. Because he's syncing in, but they've pressed start. Yeah, and we'll treat it as if it is the actual race. We'll try and take it seriously. It would not be a Godus message without a few smiling face emojis. Am I want to say I am on about gate 20 here. But that's so far to have to cut over to try and sneak the inside. Do you reckon I can just scumbag it and like jump over this bank in here and just take the cuts? just be like, nope, don't want that corner. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Godus, no, I'm going to hear that in my ear for the next minute whilst we're racing. Oh, you legend. Thank you so much, but god damn it, this is going to be distracting now on the start. No! Actually, I think I know how to turn it off. Hang on. Where is it? YouTube alerts. Bosh. Yes, I can't hear it anymore. Right. Thank you, Godus, legend. We go again.
That became a member.
I wonder if somebody swerved on the start because they thought that them bales have collisions. Just 250 things, by the way. Nice and wobbly. It's fucking Tero again! Honestly, the cunt must dribble everywhere. What is wrong with him? Like, he must have the most protruding bottom lip I've ever seen in my life. Every time I'm near him on the track, he's an absolute bellend. Oh my goodness. Usually I do just like let it go, but I swear it's starting to be targeted, so I might just start reporting it. Because he will be much more upset missing around than I will ever be. We have done a lap on this track, and that outside is hella chalked already. I didn't stop to see what the road was on. I've also fallen victim to 1 or 2 Dorian aggressive passes in my life as well. So I want to try and keep an eye on it. I almost got clear out the start, but we are unfortunately outside of points on lap 1 here. And I've got an itchy nose. This is awful timing for the itchy nose. No! Go away. We're really low lining in the race. I don't know why I'm shocked. Here's the guy that ruined me as a lapper in Supercross like 2 weeks ago. Oh, let's write that down, write that down. We're going to clip it and ship it and rip it. Crazy work. It's the man with the license plate as his name. Oh, people are taking the outside. I thought I had a nice sneaky line by myself, but what the fuck is wrong with people? No point in putting your hand up, say sorry. You fucking punted me. Of course, Terror doesn't go down when I try punting him off the track. I literally am a victim to everybody else's retarded moves all the time. These kind of stressful parts, it's like trying to possibly get around people He's going for it. He's going for it. He's also the kind of person to start something, get it done back to him, and then get upset and try and do it more. It's like, hang on, it's 1 for 1 now. I know exactly what, like, Robo will say in that situation. It'll be like, I got a whiskey on the braking bumps and, like, went over the bars. And it's like, well, why are you charging the tight inside rut 4th gear wide open with someone right in front of you anyway to even get whiskey? I ain't going to risk it this time. I don't trust that person on the inside to not punt me as well. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're going to barely be scraping inside maybe like the top 15, hopefully, by the end of this race. Maybe the last two-stroke races were the honeymoon period. I don't know if it's just visually, but the road looks like it's really eroded. We're not far into this race and it looks really dark. I mean, I'm already over 30 seconds behind the lead. I just can't bring myself to cheat every single lap. That's actually nuts. And I hate it. And I shouldn't hate it, because I should just join them, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right. So I thought it'll be one of them scenarios where everybody will get away with it, and then as soon as I start doing it, someone will clip it and be like, oh, by the way, Linz is cheating. It's like, well, yeah, but 20 other people are cutting the finish line. What do you mean? My frames have just gone really, really bad all of a sudden. Like, noticeably lower in the last couple of corners. It's crazy. I don't know how much time I'm losing from not doing it. Found my fellow two-stroke friend. So he had a better start than I did. It's in a two-stroke sandwich. Yeah, I'm starting to realise this line is much more one line than I first anticipated. Yeah, this isn't good though. I'm making no progress. I tried making one pass and then lost a position because of it. Like, I gained on pit and caught up so much time, and now I'm miles behind. Of course, he just had to fucking respawn the second I came past, didn't he? Yeah, this is not a good race. Which I hate as well, because I really don't feel like there's too much in this race that I've done that... or like mistakes and shit that I could have like avoided myself personally. I'm just getting fucking wonky physics, caught up in people. Every single person's cheating. Oh, it's just so frustrating, man. After having such a good week last week, not even just from a performance perspective, but from the track being so good, no scumbag lines, no fucking bullshit like that. And now we've got this very, very seemingly one line, people cheating over the finish every lap. Don't think anything's going to be done to enforce it. Oh no, this is part of the racing that I don't like. People behind me doing it as well. Maybe it is just like an old age thing. Like, do you suddenly develop a sense of what does and doesn't feel right when you hit a certain age? It's like, yeah, fine, qualifying's one thing doing that, but I physically don't think I could sit here and be happy with myself if I was to sit and cut that finish line every single lap. Like, I'm barely scraping points right now. Oh, missing my ruts as well. I don't know if Fladan got behind me again. I didn't see him crash. I'm about to get cross-jumped, I reckon. No, no. Can't go through the bales, Aiden. That's not how they work. They got collisions on them, you silly Billy. Oh, he's getting loose. Right, my only challenge now is to just be the highest, highest position two-stroke. And then, I mean, there's only two of us, but... Oh, now I'm hitting bells. I'm going to get lapped this race. I'm 1 minute and 11 seconds down. I'm going to ask in Discord after this race. I'm just going to like at Ryan and say like, are we just allowing this cut? Like, should I start taking it Moto too, or can I protest everybody that's been doing it this race? Because if I get the all clear from an admin, then yeah, fine. But that's fucking sad. Yep, sick. Oh. Yeah, he'll probably say just do it. And it's like, oh, what the fuck are we doing here? Meant to be the most professional racing league in the game. Look at the rut on the face of it. Oh my, it's actually embarrassing. This is generally what makes me not enjoy racing. Because to me, there's no difference. If you're gonna like just cheat over the finish every single lap and low line shit like that, you might as well just slap on some Kaizo and just go ripping around with extra horsepower as well. So like, cheating's cheating. Can't believe I'm having to battle so hard just to try and get some points. Got Taro quite close behind me though again. We'll see if he tries intentionally taking me out for the third time today. How do I keep managing to get to people's bikes the second that they respawn and then I clip their handlebars? Getting the blue flag. I don't know who the leaders are and aren't. I also feel like if I keep looking back to check, I'm just going to crash because the track's quite tricky. Or just trying to follow some of these ruts is tricky. I mean, Rax is in the lead on the leaderboard, and I saw a yellowish name behind me, so this might be Rax right behind me here. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, straight through the bells. The annoying thing is, I guarantee, like, if I was to watch this race back and I look in chat and the live chat, I guarantee there's people saying stop complaining about it and just do it yourself. But I get absolutely zero sense of accomplishment or achievement from doing something whilst cheating. Like, it means nothing. I may as well just not play. Like, if I was in a lobby of 40 people and everyone was cheating and I won while cheating, I would get less satisfaction than coming like 10th whilst everybody is still cheating and I'm not. Now Pit got behind me again as well. Like, there's people that I thought would pass me and were long gone and they just suddenly appear around me again. Oh, some of that road's getting a bit tricky now. Make sure I lean back at the right time. Oh, I think Rax just went down. Just annoying, means I've got to let him pass again now. I think they shortened the reset delay. I think it was 4 seconds and now it's 3. Ah. It's got a solid blue flag now, but I don't see him. I think he's still in the lead. I'll keep an eye out for a KTM. I'm not sure what's going on with the textures as well, but the road underneath is like hella pixely, like blurry. It's got no detail to it at all. It's very strange. I think this is the corner I'm struggling with the most on the entire track. Fuck's sake. Oh. Again. I'm out of points now. Oh, that back end is so lively. I didn't expect the leader's bikes to be the thing that I'm dodging whilst I'm a lap down. Oh no, I'm about to land on him, aren't I? Oh god, my bumhole was puckered. I just really want to get a point. Oh, you fucking... Oh, Barboso, he's blessed me. Oh my god, I was about to rage. Oh, the bike is so loose. I just let go of my steering, it came back round. Okay, I've got to score at least a point if Barboso wants me to get one. Come on. How often is luck on your side like that? The bike just folded in that rut, holy. It's so strange, like these group of riders like Pitt and Flowdown, and I think there's one over in front of him. They seem to go so fast when they're behind me, and then as soon as they get in front, they just don't go anywhere. And I feel like I'm riding the same. So Cam's in the lead now, and I've got to keep an eye on for racks coming through again. I said it about him last week. I'll say it about him again this week. There are some people that qualify for these races that genuinely shouldn't. Because fuck me, one lap pace compared to race IQ are worlds apart for some people. Oh, my head's gone now. I don't know, I want this race to be over. I think it really was just a honeymoon period, the last two races on this two-stroke. think the stars aligned for me. I've been absolutely... they haven't even lubed me up. I've just been fucking fisted by so many people so far today. Just the most brain dead of individuals. Got this bike his ass. It gets to a point where I'm almost embarrassed to be this far back. Because I just shouldn't be around the people I'm around. And I'm convinced that Linda's put the heating on during this race, because my god is it hot in this room. I think my forehead's, you can see my forehead's getting shiny. I'm sweating like crazy. Oh, I've got so many clips I'm going to have to try and get after this. I never usually do tickets, but I'm just in that kind of mood today where I just feel like fucking over anybody that's done me wrong. The rut over that finish line is actually outrageous. I'm guessing the next lap around will be the last lap. The time has been expired for a while. I didn't get it that time. And actually, sometimes it doesn't show, does it, if you've been lapped? So maybe this is the last one. We're riding around for our singular 1 point. I will be more than happy to re-rack them and get a reset going on for Moto 2. This one has been pain. And again, this is like, no disrespect to Fish, because he's always been a very, very good lapper to me, never had any issues with him. But I usually lap Fish most weeks, and I'm sat battling him with him here for a 19th for an extra point. I may as well try and get a little bit sendy, because I do think this is the last lap. No, not enough time. Covered the inside well. Fair play to him. Yeah, that's that shit show with Moto 1 done. Right, let me ask. Let me ask a question in Ariel. Ryan. Yes or no, right now, can I cut the finish for Moto 2, or do I have an insane amount of protests to ticket? Right. I'm asking. I want a yes or no. Don't see too much drum roll going on. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it in chat. I'm not going to do it. Let me drag and drop this screenshot in here, though. Right, we had a litre and a half left, so I'll probably use the same amount of fuel for the next one. Right. Tell Robo he's a restart. The thing is, with the Robo incident, even if I was to protest that, it would just be a warning anyway. Nothing's going to happen. So again, it's just another situation of short end of the stick, which I get a lot of. I get a fuck ton of short end of the sticks. It's weird how 50. I feel like you flip a coin on aerial days, and you're either going to have a really good day or a really bad one. Today seems to be a bad one. Today seems to be a really, really bad one. Yeah, it's so fucking sad seeing people just cutting every single lap with just no hesitation, no morals, no should I, shouldn't I. It's always a case of they are, so I should. So then you're just fucked at that point. But that's ridiculous. I don't see. I must have been the only person actually hitting the finish line because I don't see a single bit of a road. Yeah, Cam's doing the fucking version excuse of everyone else is doing it, so why not? That's just a low line. guys. I don't know if I get one guide or not, but do you know the difference between that's just a low line and riding through the fucking entire finish pylon? Do you understand the difference between low lining a jump and riding through a fucking structure? I feel like I am, like, just faded, because I think it's the world against me in this situation. I don't see how you can just ride through an entire fucking model that someone has made to mark a finish line every lap and feel no sense of, oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this. I don't know. It's not for me. No, do you sponsor the series, Godus? Hang on. You got a banner? Let's try and find it. Got some Hell Machine burgers. We've got some pizza. We've got a lot of flags. Got Crew Racewear. That's a new one. I don't think I've seen that one before. I have seen Bertolone Photography one before. Le Big USA. There it is. Is this in the... No, they've put you in the hardest corner on the track, in my opinion, Godus. The Candyman. That's what he does. Oh... Yeah, Brock, I know you're in the stream right now. Everything that you're writing is just as retarded. I don't understand how you think it's fine. For you to... So, to catch everyone up to speed, and again, like, we can make this a conversation, Brock has just said, how about, instead of calling people virgins, we blame the track creator who made the line possible. Again, people are riding through a model that was made. If it's possible or not, how do the people playing not go, this is cheating, probably shouldn't be doing this? And on the flip side, how are people getting so upset with me saying that something is wrong that they then turn to insults as well? We've got Cam going, I still would have lapped you anyway, even if I wasn't doing it. So I'm sorry that you're so good at the game. I'm not saying that I would have gone and won if people weren't cheating. I'm saying that the cheating is still a wrong thing to do. Doesn't matter who you are, how good you are, it's cheating. Either way. I don't know. I don't get it. I understand the viewpoint of people not wanting to lose time because so many other people are doing it. I get that. I understand where you're coming from. I don't understand how you can sit there and defend the actual cheating action itself as if like there's nothing wrong with it. Because I know that the points mean that much to everybody, that they're willing to cheat. But I don't see how then you can do the cheating and then almost take offense and get upset with a person that says, hey guys, cheating is probably wrong. Alright, we'll close aerial chat. Because this is the part where people that I've never even heard of start chiming in just because it's me having the conversation. So they want some reactions and they want to be noticed. Where did you end up in the end, Aiden? Because I was right on your cheeks for a while and then the wheels fell off even more than they already did. The thing is, and this isn't anything against Ryan either, I feel like Ryan is tired of hosting in general. I feel like he kind of goes through the motions each week. I don't think he plays the game himself at all. He kind of just hosts it to have someone to host it. I feel, well, if I was like hosting a series, but yeah, send me all the clips of the cheaters. Dock them all like 5 positions, it's fine. Get them gone. Don't matter how many people are doing it. Lynn's just riding the track, but we're allowed to cheat, so what's the issue? Hang on, you can't enforce one rule and not the others. So where are we drawing the line? You can just low-line the finish, but like an egregious amount. So like this is the finish corner here, and instead of actually hitting the jump, everyone's just going through the model here and staying super low. So you get like an insane drive along the next straight. The warning systems don't really work. At least not from what I've seen anyway. I do think the erode makes it look even worse. Like that is... I don't think I've ever seen something quite that bad before. That is really bad. Yeah, it's the fact that the jump face hasn't been touched at all that makes it look really, really bad. Oh no. Looks like I've ruffled some feathers again by taking the high road. I'm sorry to anybody that I offended. There must be some truth to it if people get that upset by me saying that cheating's wrong. Yeah, but you know, I'm not even fucking going to go into it. It's Free Palms, it's wrong. Like, you shouldn't do it. We've had... I know you're using today as an example. We've had so many tracks over the years where there's been like a cheater line in qualifying, and they can't police it in qualifying because there's like 6 or whatever servers. You should be able to police that in a race. Like, there's been so many races where there's been a cheater line in quali, but it's been banned in a race. So I don't see why today's any different. No, Brock, I understand your point in saying that it shouldn't even be doable in the first place. But my point still stands. Doesn't matter if it's doable or not, why are the riders still just blatantly cheating? I don't feel like that's an unfair thing of me to say. Even if a line is there and it's viable, you know, there's track markers, there's... like, the object is there. It probably hasn't got collisions, because if somebody gets hit into it, going over a lap for the finish, it might fuck up timing. Maybe their game will crash. Like, it's a high traffic area. So maybe that's why it hasn't got collisions. But whether something is doable or not, surely... well, I guess not, because I'm the only person fucking riding the track normally. I would have thought some people in their brain would have gone, maybe I shouldn't be cheating every single lap. I'm not even trying to get, like, super heated about it now. Like, it's... then people take it out of context, and it's just like, oh yeah, but... everybody's doing it, or oh, I still would have lapped you even if you was doing it or I wasn't doing it. And it's like, that's not my point that I'm arguing. I'm just saying cheating is cheating. Like, it's black and white. You're cutting the track. I don't understand how people get upset when I say that it is cutting the track. I'm saying, you may as like, if it's cheating, you may as well just go slap on some Kaizo, give yourself some extra horsepower, because it's cheating in one form or another. Now, where do you draw the line? Yeah, the qualifying times for you were weird today, because I thought I had a much worse lap than I did at Trentino, but my qualifying position was higher. But then I was 20th, and between me and 20th and then 35th place of cut-off, there was only 9/10 of a second, so everyone was like really, really close on that back end. And nobody's going to do anything about it now. It's been made too big of a deal of for him to go and then penalise everybody, because what penalty can you give? So nothing will be done. I'll just accept the time loss for Moto too, since there's nothing that can be done about it. I can't remember the Southwick one from last year. Can't remember what I had for dinner 2 days ago. I don't know. It is a me issue at the end of the day, because it's like, it's what annoys me, but it doesn't affect anybody else. And then people get annoyed at me for being annoyed at it, when it is very much a can't beat them, join them, but it's just my brain. It's just like, no, there's no sense of pride or accomplishment in doing it, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm so unlocked right now as well for Moto 2. Try and get it back in the zone a little bit. Oh my goodness, Davey was coming in hot there. I might have to look at changing my line in that right-hander, but I have not got a clue where I want to go instead. Where is that bike going to end up? Holy. Come on, Davey. Go, go, go. I trust Davey, though. We had a pretty decent battle at Nashville Supercross on Friday. Oh, Please be good, please be good. Nice. Got stuck on top of the rut, and I was just going to ride into that bike. Some of these braking bumps are getting very, very, like, sketchy. Oh my god. Gonna get landed on. Gonna get landed on. Oh! That was lucky. Definitely about to jinx myself, but better start than last race. I think what I should do is, as we exit this left-hander, I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm not doing that, I'm about to crash. I'm just going to close my eyes. And then I can't get annoyed by it. Oh my god, Callum's barking. I'm going to have to give up this inside here. Don't know where that guy's bike was. Didn't get a yellow flag for it though, which is the concerning thing. Holy moly. KFC is so much quicker than me, I just need to let him go. He hasn't made like a good push for it yet. Oh, stay up, please. I just need to survive like the next couple of laps. And then hopefully if I crash I won't lose 10 positions in one go. I've just had a look at the top left. Troy is leading. Holy moly. He's got Tyler 4 seconds behind. I'm now putting all of my faith in Troy. Cam behind me now, so I'm not going to put up a fight when he comes past either. There's no point when there's people that are just multiple seconds a lap faster than you. Just going to be holding near man myself up. Just give him the inside. Up. Up. Oh my god. Okay, I might need to go further right on the entrance to that corner. Yeah, and braking bumps are getting pretty gross. Just like my wheels are fully leaving the ground. See a yellow flag. Do not see a... How? Oh god, that's one crash. It's like at least like 5 positions. God damn it. Actually, I see a yellow flag. I look to the exit of the corner to see where the bike is, and I crash. Got another yellow flag. I think I'm just getting fake yellow flags. I think the both are trying to do me in now. There's another yellow flag. Where are these bikes? I think Fish needs new underwear. I don't know how he survived that. I almost went straight out the front. Oh, just two-stroke things. Why is it just folding on me? I don't even think I've had a bad race so far, and I'm back in fucking 16th or 17th. Man, it's so painful. Just everybody's going the same speed as each other. Ah, meet again, Mr. Davey. The wheels have fallen off for him as well. See, the inside or the middle there just doesn't give me the speed I need for the double afterwards. I kind of need the outside. So I have to stop the front end from collapsing on me. I was only able to read a couple of words of someone's message there because, you know, it's hard to read and play at the same time. I think I saw someone saying that I should just say fuck it and just start cheating, and no. I will not. It's not in my, it's not in my DNA. So you go ahead, do it as much as you like. But as soon as I start doing it, there's something in my brain that it just takes any joy or satisfaction out of a good result for me. So I know it's not a genuine result. It's no different than, like, so my thirds at Supercross on Friday, whilst, yeah, it's a good race, I always look at it as, yeah, but. And the but is, it's like Cam got a bad start, a bunch of other people got a bad start, the track was really one-lined. It's not just a straight up, oh, you battled really hard and rode incredibly well and got it on the podium. It's a, you got a good start and rode around for 20 minutes and got a podium. So if I'm not even happy with stuff like that, I'm never going to be happy with just cheating. Aiden's had a pretty damn good day on the old two-smoker. Gotta give the props where it's due. I keep finding myself going over these ruts. And then as soon as the back end goes over, I'm just kind of screwed from that point forwards. What? What? I don't know what the fuck to do in this corner. The front end is just... oh my god. I'm leaning forwards, I'm putting the weight on it, and it's just collapsing. It's like another 5 positions. Gone. Oh no. It's him. Wish me luck. That felt obnoxiously slow. I almost tried making 100% sure that no issues would happen, but I feel like I lost an entire second worth of time. Troy's still in 4th. Bro munching. Keep catching up to Aiden and then crashing, so he's just being so consistent. Nice. That's all I needed. I've got 3 strikes now, so he'll get reported and banned for a week. I literally just wanted one more piece of evidence as well, just so I was going to protest it. I don't think I actually lost another position. So Troy's in second. Oh my god, he is. He said after qualifying that he was struggling around the track as well, so having some pretty good races. I just see people not happy in the chat, but I don't know if it's at me or if they're arguing with each other. Probably with me. It's been a controversial day. Damn, this dude sucks. Can you imagine logging over 1,000 MXB ranked races and then being battling with 252 strokes in aerial? Crazy work. The thing is, if he comes past me again, and I accidentally take him out, does that kind of like hinder the protest case? Or is it kind of like a he started it type scenario? Oh no, he crashed again. Oh, Aiden! Oh! Aiden, keep her up! Holy moly! Probably a good idea to not press the raise hand button when you're meant to downshift going into the corner. Can't do both at the same time. Oh my god, didn't think I was in 4th gear over there. Can't get into that rut. I'm really struggling. Aiden's munching this corner. I'm going to follow in behind him. It's like, I felt it then as well. There's a midpoint in that corner where the front wheel goes like really, really light. Oh my pre-jump, holy. Yeah, this rough's getting pretty nuts. Oh, don't slide out on me, you dirty girl. See, now this part I'm enjoying. The riding around with Aiden, but going back and forth part, very fun. Oh fuck, I spoke too soon. Oh my god, that was close. The rest of the stress, no, 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 no. Yeah, I got scared I took him out for a second, then I came way over onto his line. I'm not close to being lapped just yet, even though I'm getting the blue flag. Still got like another 30 seconds or so. No, I think he went down. He's around about this, so I'm in 13th right now. And if you was to ask me what position I expect to be in before Trentino happened, I would say, yeah, you know, top 15. We'll take that. But the fact that Trentino went so well and Nashville went so well now makes everything else just feel really, really bad in comparison. That's not good. Uh-oh, that go off. That go off. Ah! It's good. Do you think if I was to sell my Vile, do you reckon I'd get a tiny little extra bit of money because it was mine? Watching, I'm not quite that level of fame yet. God damn it. Yeah, these last two corners, I don't know. I'm struggling so much on them. I think once all is said and done today, I think even on a 450 I would have struggled quite a lot. It's just weird is the best way to describe this track. It's so odd. Troy stood in second, by the way. Only about 2 crashes behind Cam. Ah! I can't see the road in this corner. I would like to just throw out there, by the way, because every now and then I'll watch back my own race to see what's going on in the chat, because I can't see it whilst I'm playing. Me crying about the game is one thing. You guys constantly bickering and arguing with each other in the chat does just as much to ruin viewer experience as anything else. So if we can all try to be, you know, somewhat, just a little bit civilised, that'd be great. Like, at the end of the day, we are still all in this stream to try and watch or somewhat enjoy some MX bikes. So going at each other is, it does get very annoying. It feels like I end up babysitting sometimes. I'm getting pins and needles in my right hand, which is not good. I think a bunch more people must have left this race than the last race. Because I'm somehow still in 14th, but I think Cam's lapped me. I think he passed me when I went down. So they're lapped higher than they did last race. Oh my god, what was that? I think Rax might have had a lap not count or something, because I don't think he's in a genuine P15 behind me. I don't know. Just gonna let him go by just in case. Oh my goodness. Everyone's on the same playing field here, but yeah, Brad made a mistake with the texturing of the bottom layer of dirt here. It's just a big old blur. Can't really see anything. I think the track itself is just where it's slightly faster paced than Trentino, and a lot of people have filtered into the same line. I think it feels like the chop is worse, but I am also using a different setup today than I was last week. So maybe for next week's track I'll go back to the Trentino setup, and then I'll just stick to using this setup on the Supercross tracks. It's probably a bit silly for me to have changed in the first place when it went so well last week. And it might not even make a difference. I don't feel like I'm getting as much like forwards drive on this as I did last week. It's a long old race. And maybe Rex was genuine position. Probably my bad for letting him past. I think all Brad done is forget to turn on, there's like a repetitions button that you need to press. So if you think there's just one like square dirt texture, usually you add repetitions, so you have like 100 of them square dirt textures repeating over the whole terrain, whereas I think he's left it at 1, so it's just one square bit of dirt that's been stretched the entire like surface area off the track, which is why it looks so blurry. It's like every bit of a road that you see is probably like 1 pixel's worth in Photoshop. It's just been stretched out loads. Very easy mistake to make, and to be honest, probably not something you can even look for or test out for. Especially like if you're building the track and you're testing it out by yourself, you're not going to dig down in the road this far. So it's very easy to do. Are we still complaining? GG Aiden, by the way. Hang on, put the hand up to him. There we go. That was good stuff. Yeah, I didn't... I think we can agree that that was not a race that we wish to remember. That was not a good day, unfortunately. Yeah, annoying with the cutting issue. Track very, very difficult, especially on this bike. Like, it suited Trentino a lot more. I think with Trentino you could keep up your momentum a lot more, whereas on this track there was some, like especially the tighter corners, the bike does get quite wobbly. And that's some very strange, just like bike collapsing over on itself moments of where the front end just folded. So that wasn't ideal. Are we haven't got like weak brakes or anything from Supercross, have we? We're still going straight through. Actually, have we had any weak brakes in Supercross so far this season? I watched, I want to say the first maybe 3 seasons of The Boys. Maybe not even that, maybe 2. And then I didn't carry on anymore after that. Commentate NA? I've not been contacted to say that they need one. Hang on, let me give Troy his GGs quickly before I forget. Just put him W. There we go. I don't know where Troy got in race 1, but a second against these Caliber riders is really good. And he's only 30 seconds behind Cam. Did he get... Ah, he crossed the line in 3rd, but he beat KFC on cuts. We take those. We love that. So Troy, could he have had like a podium overall? No, that I don't think Rax would have been first even if he was on the lead that, because he was only just in front of me and he was like way up. So, yeah, I could not tell you last time I reported somebody. But just out of pettiness and because I've had a bad day, I am going to report the 3 times that Tero took me out on purpose. Because he definitely strikes me as the kind of person that will try and be nonchalant about it and be like, oh, I don't care, it's whatever. But he will be crying inside that he misses a week of racing. And sometimes they transfer it over to Supercross as well, because Woodland got banned. Well, Woodland made a very unsmart track entry in Supercross that got him banned for a week on GPs, and he lost the red plate because of it. Troy says he hardly rides anymore. Let's hang on. That's I've probably got more hours than Troy, to be fair. Recently, I've been putting in a good amount of time. How do I? Usually, it shows friends playing the game, doesn't it? Oh, and never mind. It's there. No, you know what? That's pretty low for Troy's hours. You got to think that he's got 34 hours recently in 2 weeks. You got to think a lot of what's going into that is making content. So you did seem like a prick, Cam. Yes, and I do still consider you a prick for the time being. But I'm sure by tomorrow morning that'll all be gone. But you know, I didn't take it out on you on the track. Still just waved you past because I knew you was faster. And you'll still be faster even if you wasn't cheating. Yeah, that was egregious. That was bad. But no, you can't take anything away. Like, Troy has been getting consistently better and better and better. This last, not last year, just in terms of just 2026, but if you go back to like mid 2025 until now, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, not an amazing day, unfortunately. Not an amazing day at all. Here's what it is. Somebody said in chat just now, you can't win them all. But my God, would it be nice to win all of them? It really, really would. I need to go and complain to Linda because I am pretty sure she's turned the heating on. Shall I see what the temperature is in this room? 27 Celsius. What's that? Let me get that in Screaming Eagle units real quick. 80 Fahrenheit. Which probably isn't even that hot for the US folk, but I'm in a tiny little box room. There's nowhere for the hot air to go. It's all in here. So it's 80 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. That's why I got, you see the shiny forehead. It's dripping. So the fan is on. It's here. It's next to me, but it's just circulating the hot air in the room. It's not going anywhere. It's very hot. And I've got a jumper on, and I couldn't take it off because I was in the race. Yeah, on Aiden, the battle with you for a couple laps was the best part. I don't know what was happening to me. I was just collapsing in some of them corners. The bikes were just falling over. There you go. Can I blame the heat? I'm dehydrated. I'm going to pass out. Oh no. Oh no, it's too much. Should we... Yeah, if we haven't got an off week, I might finally be able to do a sim race after 2 weeks off. If I sleep in a hell of a lot on Wednesday morning, I should be able to stay up. So if I play a little bit of sim tomorrow night, try and get the fingers warm, you know, get the juices flowing again, maybe I'll just spend like 2 hours just hitting whoops over and over and over and over again. Because I generally think even with the little amount that I play sim, I think around the entire Supercross track, I can keep a qualifying pace or making it through a heat race pace. I'm just crashing the whips too much. That's all it is. Burning calories while gaming. You know what? I think that someone done a study of like how many calories you burn while playing chess, for example, because like your brain's working so hard. MX Bikes pro races can't be that far off. Because my God, the brain has to work hard during that. Yeah, good stuff though. Sorry for the bit of a rocky stream, gamers. I know I say it every single time that I get annoyed that I'm not going to get annoyed next time, but it's just who I am. I feel like at this point you either have to take me as I am or fuck off somewhere else if you don't like it, because it's never going to change. I'm too invested, too competitive of a person to just sit there and do bad and enjoy being bad. So yeah, here's what it is. Enjoy the rest of your night. If I get asked to commentate NA in 2.5 hours, I think it is, then yeah, by all means I'll hop in. But if they don't need me, then I'm not gonna try and budge in and steal Special's position. So good luck later, everybody, and see you in the next one.